Us live.
Cool. I'm gonna find us live. I can't find us. Hold up.
Okay, we're notifying viewers that we're live. Sorry.
Does it say that you're live? It does! I'm an idiot. Hi friends, I'm an idiot.
That's fine, no one's joined yet. Sadness. Is that you? That's you!
Yay. And it's, kinda... Okay, put up 2 fingers, please. Yeah, it's lagging like a motherfucker.
Okay.
For me, personally.
Yeah. Which is probably because we're all on the same Wi-Fi.
Hi, Rocky!
Yeah. Hello, everyone! Hello, the pesky American's back.
What's up?
She's gonna help me moderate and read answers and things like that.
And I have really bad anxiety, so please be nice.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. This is the closest I will get to getting her to co-host.
I don't know things, okay?
Keep bullying her until she co-hosts.
Or don't. Or actually, go ahead, because mine is frozen, so I won't see you if you bully me anyway.
Oh, God.
I'm doing my best, babe. I'm so sorry.
I know it's not you. I'm not. This wasn't directed at you. That was directed at technology. Are you on data or are you on my Wi-Fi?
I'm on data. Let me get on Wi-Fi.
No, well, I mean, you could try. That might make it slower, I don't know.
Right now it's frozen. There is no slower.
Okay.
So let's at least try it. Hawkeye Roost. I'm gonna let you type the password, and I'm not gonna put it on here.
You don't logged into my Wi-Fi yet?
I think it's been a minute. Oh! No, I haven't. I used a hotspot.
Oh, yeah. Bear with us, guys. We will get to the Sherlock Holmes quiz once we're technically as set up as we... Okay, that should be you.
Just pretend that I'm cosplaying as over here as Irene Adler in that one scene from BBC. You know the one.
Can you do that cosplay later?
No.
That was a joke. It wasn't a joke.
Thanks, I can't hear. Okay, it's kind of...
Hi, Ava!
Hi, Ava.
Ava's one of our regulars.
Hi, girl. Alright, so...
How you getting on, babe?
I am playing around. We're on, and we're moving. So that's cool. I love that for us.
Right, bear with us. Yeah, yes, Liz is my girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Hi, yeah. The disembodied voice is dating the host.
Yeah, this is the closest you'll probably get to having her co-host. Unless, as you say, we bully her into co-hosting.
Listen, I have not going to tell you how many years worth of experience of bullying while being on the receiving end. And most of the time it just kind of like goes over my head. So I will not notice.
Okay.
Okay, so it's lagging on my end, but I think that's just because...
I think there's going to be a
live
bit
streams.
of lag. Like...
Yeah, I think that's just because live things are never like live.
Yeah. That's fine. Can you guys all hear me? Can you see the comments?
Yes, I can see the comments.
Cool,
It's just a little behind, like it's a couple seconds behind.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. So yeah, Liz is on moderating duty.
Abby's first moderating gig.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. Right, we'll hold off for another couple of minutes, and then we're going to kick off. So the way it's going to work tonight is Sherlock Holmes, in all its, well, not all, but a lot lot of its iterations. So we're going to cover a general round where it's talking about Sherlock Holmes in general terms, a nice easy quiz to start with. And then we're going to move on to different ways it's been adapted. Before we move on to specifically the Robert Downey Jr. films, BBC Sherlock, and Elementary.
What are you in love with, Ava?
What are you in love with? Maze Runner. That we were discussing like a dystopia quiz, but here's the thing: we are genuinely running out of like slots, and there are some themes we want to do. So like next week we're going to repeat a few themes, but it's because we're going to do a Marvel month. We're going to do a month of Marvel quizzes, but separate the Marvel universe out. So it's going to be X-Men, Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers, and Fantastic Four. But if we don't get around to certain themes in this 100 live stream run, what we might do is come back in the new year and do once a month quizzes, in which case we definitely will do big specials.
And I'm thinking, me neither, Ava, it's fine.
Iron Man is going to watch her sleep tonight, because I just set up my Iron Man suit on a mannequin.
Can't forkin' wait. Would you be, I'm sorry I'm talking directly to you, would you be adverse to a teen dystopia in general? So like Maze Runner, Hunger Games, Divergent, The Giver, or something like that?
Because that might make a really good quiz. It may have to go in the once a month format, depending on where we get to. Like, but we are trying to combine certain stuff. Like I'm doing a sci-fi spectacular towards the end, just to fit a bunch of sci-fi ones together. We might fit a bunch of fantasy ones. So there might be...
It's 10 years since the first movie came out this year.
Okay. So you see that... so yeah, there will be opportunities... Oh, that's cool. Yeah, no, there will be opportunities where we might combine some things, we might cover some things we've done before, but expand them. Yeah, we will see. I'm also trying to let Connor pick a few themes as well, because he's my regular co-host now. So we're going to do things like James Bond and Cobra Kai. And
they promised me that I could pick my birthday episode. Oh, can I announce that now?
Yeah.
So they promised me last time that I could pick one of 4 things for my birthday episode, and I have goodish news and other good news. So my 4 things that they let me pick between were Twilight Zone, Stardew Valley, The Sims, and Baz Luhrmann's Red Curtain trilogy. So a lot of people wanted The Sims. So the good-ish news is that there is going to be a Sims episode. It's just not going to be my birthday episode. My birthday episode is going to be Red Curtain because somebody
I made an executive decision because I thought those would lend itself to better costumes.
Yes. I agree. Never heard of any apart from Sims. That's okay. The Red Curtain trilogy is like, it's Strictly Ballroom, Romeo plus Juliet, and Moulin Rouge.
I just want to wear the armour that DiCaprio wears in Romeo and Juliet. That's mostly the reason I picked that one.
But also there will be a Sims episode, and I will be helping do the research for that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not like talking too much or
No, you're fine.
hogging the spotlight.
No, you're fine. I'm not even starting my quiz yet. I'm waiting. I'm mostly just stalling.
And to the
Moulin Rouge, I need to watch that. So that one will be Ava. So that one will be 11th of August. So Liz's birthday is the day before. Will be because we do it on Sundays. So yeah, that will be. Ava got to pick her birthday one, which is New Year's Day, which we did Friends.
Aww.
So yeah, we'll as I say, we'll announce them as we go. But yeah, next month is going to be very Marvel heavy. Partially just celebrate the fact that I'm back in my Marvel themed room. And yeah, I want to use all those costumes, or not all of them, but.
Hey, speaking of Sims.
Yeah.
Can we do The Adventures of Doug Francis at some point?
Yes, we will play Sims at some point.
Yes.
Sorry, yes, we made my role-playing character in Sims, and boy howdy, it's been an adventure so far.
He was blessed with a baby girl that he gave birth to on his birthday, at his birthday party.
And his girlfriend's about to die soon because she was significantly older than him. Because Doug Francis is a gerontophile.
Are we allowed to talk about any of this on?
I don't know. I think it might just be us on stream right now. Hang on. Right. Oh, hi, Tony. Oh, thank you for the rose, Tony.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you. Right. I'm going to start prattling on and kick off with the first round.
And, real fast, the individual with the toad profile pic said that he digs your fit. Or that they dig your fit. I also dig the fit.
Yeah, if you're unfamiliar with what the fuck we're doing here, we do a cosplay quiz every single Sunday. I change costume depending on the theme we're doing. Tonight is Sherlock Holmes.
I think he looks a little bit like Holden Caulfield, but that's me.
I don't even know. You're going to have to show me a photo.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, Sherlock Holmes quiz. We're going to kick off. We're going to start with a general round, talking about some general Sherlock Holmes trivia. Question 1. Who wrote the original Sherlock Holmes stories? Nice, easy one. Especially if you live in Edinburgh. So who wrote the original Sherlock Holmes stories?
Snap, should I have like a piece of paper and keep notes of who's...
You can. Usually we just get people to keep track of their own ones. It's up to you.
Alright, honor system, y'all.
Yeah, honor system. Keep track of your points.
But I will bring a pen and paper at some point.
That's fine. It's fine. There's not that many folk. I think it might just be us right now. People are flicking in and out. But yes, who wrote the original Sherlock Holmes stories? Question 2. What was the name of the first Sherlock Holmes story? Something Doyle. I will give you half a point for Doyle, because you are correct. I will give you half a point for Doyle. If you can give me his first and middle name, then I will give you the full point. So question 2, what was the first Sherlock Holmes story called? If people struggle on the quiz, then Liz gets to play the quiz.
Whee!
Because she's not seen the questions yet.
I've read 2 Sherlock Holmes stories. Whee!
Question 3. What year was the first Sherlock Holmes story published? In what year was the first Sherlock Holmes story published?
Babe, are you getting more answers?
What?
Are you getting like a lot of answers
No.
on your phone?
No, I'm not.
I'm just double checking for technical difficulty purposes.
Oh, Tony, you are very close. Slightly earlier, but you are in the right decade and century. Ever so slightly earlier than that still. Yay! 1887 is correct. Question 4. What is Sherlock Holmes's address in London? What is Sherlock Holmes's address in London?
Hi, Daisy.
Hi, Daisy. If you're wondering what we're doing a Sherlock Holmes quiz. Please join us. So what was Sherlock's address in London? Question 5. How many stories?
Something Baker Street, says Tony.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you 1 point for Baker Street, because I'm feeling generous. If you can give me the exact address, I'll give you another point.
He already has half a point. We could combine those 2 half points into 1 point.
I'm feeling
Okay.
generous. We could do.
That's what I love you. It's fine.
Question 5. How many stories did the arch nemesis known as Moriarty actually appear in? And this is in the original run of the books. So how many stories did Moriarty actually appear in? Hello guys, Sherlock Holmes quiz if you would like to join.
Hi, Mr. J.
It was less than that. It was surprisingly less than that. Yeah, this is something I didn't know until you told me, actually.
I think so.
Yeah. 2. Yep. 2 stories only. For such a big bad in that universe, it's...
And by I told you, I mean H. Bomber Guy told you.
Well, yeah. Okay. Question 6. This is one you definitely told me. How many years between Holmes's apparent death over the waterfall and his return were there? So between Holmes's apparent death and his return, how many years? How many real life years were there? So I'm looking for, in real life, how many years between Sherlock Holmes going over the Reichenbach Falls and him coming back were there? More than that. More years than 5. It was quite a long wait for readers. Which goes to show the popularity, given that BBC Sherlock couldn't wait 1 fucking episode.
No, it could.
It literally spoiled its own suspense.
And then was like, figure out how you did it. And then everyone was like, I think we figured it out. And Moffat was like,
no, you're all
dumb.
fucking stupid. Yeah, we will get into BBC Sherlock. I've tried to be nice in my questions.
Should I not have shown you that H. Bomber Guy video?
No, Oh, thank you for the follow, Tony. Yeah, we do this every Sunday, by the way. So next week is going to be X-Men. We've already done an X-Men quiz before, but we're going to do another one because we're doing a whole month of Marvel in April.
I'm going to be the Invisible Woman.
Can we still put you in the costume but then Photoshop the rest of you invisible? Like, the actual bits that aren't in the costume invisible?
You're just trying to get me in spandex, aren't you?
No.
Chad, I think he's trying to get me in spandex.
So how many years were there... Changing the subject. How many years between Holmes's apparent death over the waterfall and his return were there? You can keep guessing. If you would like. Tony, it's pretty much you playing right now, so have as many guesses as you like. We don't play pub quiz rules here, we play guess until you get it. And trust me, that sometimes takes ages, because sometimes it's just like, how many of these? And it's like, pick a number between 1 and 1,000,000.
And then someone does the Price is Right thing, where they're like, 100, 101, 102.
I'll move on.
Which I am perfectly fine with. That is a valid strategy.
Question 7. What is the name of the story that the mysterious Irene Adler first appeared in? So what is the name of the story in which the mysterious Irene Adler first appeared in?
First means only.
True. She's been adapted many times.
She sure has. Because the story in question that I almost spoiled the answer to is fantastic.
Yeah. It's one of the times where Sherlock's put on the back foot.
Yeah. He is A, the bad guy,
Yeah.
and B, gotten the best of.
Yeah. So that question was, what was the name of the story that the mysterious Irene Adler first appeared in? We're talking the original run rather than any adaptations. Question 8. What is the name of the iconic hat? So what is this kind of hat called?
Hi, Charlie. Hi, Lennox.
Hello! Sherlock Holmes quiz, if you would like to play. So what is the name of this type of hat with the two sort of visors? It is a deer stalker, correct?
Woo!
Well done. Question 9. What was Holmes originally addicted to? What was Sherlock Holmes originally addicted to?
Justice.
That's Batman, babe. This may be one where TikTok tries to censor because we're talking about narcotics, but I'm not sure.
Which is your hint, by the way, y'all. Hi, Luke.
Hello! Opium is correct. Opium. And question 10 of the general round. What is the name of Sherlock's brother? What is the name of Sherlock's brother?
I always say Ambrose, but that's the name of Adrian Monk's brother. So
Who's Adrian?
the show Monk, it was a... I'll explain it later. It was... I think it was really an exclusively American thing.
Sherlock's brother was not called Susan, I'm afraid, James.
That would be great, though.
What is the name of Sherlock's brother? Mycroft. Yes, remember that from the TV show. Brilliant. Well remembered. Keep that in mind about the TV show. We will be going into more depth in a second.
Marcus also got it.
Hey, well done, Marcus. 1 point for Marcus. Well done. We have some competition now. Good. Right. So I'm going to go through that round. Liz, you get to play along to the ones that the chat didn't get.
Okay.
And then we'll move on to our adaptations round. So,
Sure thing.
question 1. Who wrote the original stories?
Do I get to say it?
Yes.
Arthur Conan Doyle.
Correct. Question 2. What was the first Sherlock Holmes story called?
Dunno. I don't know.
A Study in Scarlet.
Oh, right.
Question 3. What year was it first published? We got that. 1887. Question 4. What is Holmes's address?
122 Baker Street. 221 Baker
221. 221.
Baker Street.
There's a qualifier.
B.
Yeah, 221B Baker Street. 221B Baker Street. How many stories did Moriarty first appear, or actually appear? That was 2. How many years between Holmes's apparent death over the Reichenbach Falls and his return were there? There were 10 real years between the stories of his apparent death and his return.
And I feel kind of bad because Arthur Conan Doyle tried to do like historical stuff and phantasmagorical stuff, and everyone was just like, "That's great." Holmes, though,
Yeah.
and yet eventually a decade later was just like,
Fine. Question 7. What is the name of the story that the mysterious Irene Adler first appeared in?
A Scandal in Bohemia.
Correct. A Scandal in Bohemia.
She's a badass in that. You should read it.
Question 8. What is the name of the iconic hat that Holmes wears? That is the deer stalker. Question 9. What was Holmes originally addicted to? That was opium. And question 10. What is the name of Sherlock's brother? That is Mycroft. Okay, we're going to move on to adaptations. So before we get into the Robert Downey Jr. films, BBC Sherlock and Elementary, this story obviously is in the public domain and therefore has been adapted and fiddled with many, many times over the last 100 plus years. So, we're going to talk about some of the more notable and funny adaptations of this character. So, question 1. Which medical show is a loose adaptation of Sherlock Holmes?
My fellow Yanks in the audience better get this. If
So
there are any
which...
of you.
I don't know, like, where's everyone from? So which medical show is a loose adaptation of Sherlock Holmes? And I say loose, very loose.
Watson.
No, that's not quite. Which medical show is a loose adaptation?
Is there a medical show called Watson?
I don't know.
That'd be cool.
Oh, I think Tony's referring to Watson because he's a medical doctor, and that makes sense. I think there's that. That is a good. I just clicked where your line of thought is, and that makes a lot of sense. That you'd call.
Tony's playing 4D chess out
Yeah, I just clicked your line of thought. That is actually a good answer, and it's almost smarter than the actual answer. Question.
Hi, Finn.
Hi,
everybody that I haven't said hi to. I'm sorry.
Hello. Question 2. Millie Bobby Brown starred in a film playing Holmes's sister. What was she called?
I'm just going to give you all a hint right now. It is not the same name from the TV show.
No, it's not. In fact, I have a question about that too. So Millie Bobby Brown starred in a film playing Holmes's sister. What was she called? Does that character exist in the literature at all, or is she?
Not to my knowledge.
Didn't think so.
I think that might be why they keep beefing up Irene Adler, is because there aren't a lot of women in those books.
So question 2. Millie Bobby Brown starred in a film playing Holmes' sister. What was she called? Enola Holmes, correct. Well done,
Yay!
Tony.
You're getting the answers a little bit faster than I am.
Question 3. In the sequel to Romeo and Juliet, who plays Sherlock Holmes?
I mean, good film that. I'm glad you liked Enola Holmes. I have not seen it.
I've not seen it either.
It was recommended to me, but I have not seen it. I mean, you, Paul, are seeing the answers faster than I'm seeing them.
Oh, right, okay, that's fine. I can just about read them from here.
Fun fact about Sherlock Gnomes is that's another one that I had to see as a field trip with when I worked at the school. We took them to like movies, and one of them, the two that I remember going to were Teen Titans Go to the Movies and Sherlock Gnomes. I will let you guys decide which one I liked better. Was there another one? That was a good field trip because you got to sit inside the air conditioning and the gig popcorn.
Oh, nice.
Anyway, Sherlock Gnomes, y'all.
Yeah, so which famous actor plays Sherlock Gnomes in the sequel to Romeo and Juliet? Question 4. In The Great Mouse Detective.
Oh my god.
What is the name of the titular mouse detective, and what is the name of his Moriarty-esque nemesis?
He has a great song.
So there's a two-pointer right there. In The Great Mouse Detective, Liz is bursting to tell you the answer to that one.
I can tell you the villain one. I can tell you the villain.
So in The Great Mouse Detective, what is the name of the titular mouse detective? And what is the name of the Moriarty-esque nemesis? And
I personally will give you my own point if you can tell me who is the voice of the Moriarty-esque villain.
I'm trying to think if I can think. Is it?
Yeah.
That was funny. It is Basil. The name of the titular mouse detective is indeed Basil.
Yes.
What is the name of his enemy, his nemesis?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hijack the question.
No, that's fine. Like, hijack away. But yes, Basil is absolutely correct. So what's the name of his... I don't know that one. That's fine. We will come back to it, because Liz definitely knows it. So,
I sure do, and now that song's stuck in my head.
Question 5. In the comic Muppet Sherlock Holmes... which exists apparently. Which Muppet plays Holmes and which Muppet plays Dr. Watson?
I feel like I can guess this, having just learned 30 seconds ago that this exists.
Yeah.
I was now years old when I realized it existed.
So I was yesterday years old when I found out.
And I have 2 guesses. I actually have 2 possible.
Why don't they make it into an actual movie like they did with Muppet Christmas Carol? That'd be phenomenal. But yes, in the Muppets Sherlock Holmes comic book, which Muppet plays Holmes and which Muppet plays Watson. So basically just start guessing Muppets and you stand a decent chance of getting it.
Dr. Teeth is...
It's not Kermit, funnily enough. You'd think it would be the main character.
That was going to be my second guess, actually. So Dr. Teeth is Sherlock Holmes.
I think Kermit plays Lestrade.
And Sweetums is... And I know way too many Muppet names. Do you know who I referred to?
Yes.
Okay, Sweetums is the towering guy who sings I Can't Take My Eyes Off You.
Yeah. Gonzo is Holmes. Gonzo is Holmes. Who is Dr. Watson? Yeah, I think Kermit is Lestrade, from what I read.
Let's take it back to the accidental hint of why didn't they make this a movie like a Muppet Christmas Carol?
Ralph.
Oh, that'd be great though.
It's not Ralph. Which one's Ralph?
The dog that plays piano.
Oh, yeah. I think you're along the right line. Yes, Fozzie. I was going to say you're along the right lines with the furry characters.
I was going to say
Fozzie.
Rizzo.
So I thought so too. I would have thought that double act would have been much like they are in Muppet Christmas Carol.
Okay, ignore my hint because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Question 6. Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just saying hi to Ken.
Mr. Holmes, released in 2015, shows a senile Sherlock played by which elderly actor? This is a brilliant film. This was released.
Hi, Alice. I've never heard of it. Have I heard of this film?
It's nice. He's just got dementia and keeps peas.
Aww.
It's quite nice. Thank you.
Thank you, Alice. Sorry, I don't look anything, so I'm accepting your compliments. I'm so sorry.
So, Mr. Holmes, released in 2015, shows a senile Sherlock Holmes played by which actor? So we are doing a Sherlock Holmes quiz. We do a different live stream every single Sunday, different quiz every single Sunday, different costumes every single Sunday. So tonight is Sherlock Holmes. I will have my regular co-host Connor back next week, hopefully. Can't remember. It is Magneto from the X-Men.
Oh, I do know his name.
It is Magneto from the X-Men.
So cool.
You're absolutely bang on. I will tell you what, I'll give you half a point for identifying the actor. Question 7. What year did the parody film Holmes and Watson release starring, and which actors did it star in the titular roles? So I'll read that again because I kind of fumbled that. What year did the parody Holmes and Watson release, and which two actors did it star in the titular roles?
Greg got Ian McKellen, aka Gandalf.
Yes. Magneto, Gandalf, Ian McKellen, correct. It was slightly later than that, but not by much. So I will give you a point for Ian McKellen.
That was Greg.
Yes, well done, Greg. So slightly later than 2016 for the parody film. And which two actors did it star? 2018 is correct. 2018 is correct. Can you give me the actors? So this is kind of another famous comedy double act, I would say. If I give you a film that they star together in, you'll definitely get it. So if you want that hint, let me know. It won't decrease the points I'm awarding. I'm feeling generous tonight. So if you'd like the hint of which two actors it would be, Will Ferrell. You didn't need the hint. Will Ferrell. Who else stars in it? So you got Will Ferrell and who else? So I'll give you 1 point for 2018, 1 point for Will Ferrell. I'll give you another point if you can tell me the other actor. And it is his stepbrother's co-star, if that helps. Question 8. Which film, released in 1971, explores the premise of a deranged man who believes himself to be Sherlock Holmes?
Greg got John Riley.
Yes, John C. Reilly. Well done. So you get a point for Will Ferrell, 1 point for 2018, 1 point for John C. Reilly. So I'll go.
So that is 2 for Tony and 1 for Greg.
Hey, well done, guys. Question.
Sorry, I interrupted.
No, sorry. Which film, released in 1971, explores the premise of a deranged man who believes himself to be the famous Sherlock Holmes, with a psychiatrist becoming his Watson? This is a hard one. This is a really hard one.
There's a movie like this?
Apparently. When I was looking up Sherlock Holmes adaptations.
Alright.
So which film, released in 1971, explores the premise of a deranged man who believes himself to be Sherlock Holmes, with a psychiatrist becoming his Watson? That's a very, very tricky question.
Sounds like that movie, have you ever heard of Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde, where the potion also changes his gender presentation?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll move on because I'll be really super impressed. In fact, I'll award 2 points if anyone gets that, because I'll be very impressed with it. Oh my god, Might Be Giants! Greg, 2 points right
Holy
there.
shit!
They Might Be Giants is absolutely correct.
I think that might be where the band name comes from. Nice to meet you guys.
Thank you,
Nice to meet
Tony. No worries. X-Men next week is the theme. So 7 p.m. UK time if you're interested. But They Might Be Giants is correct, Greg. Well done. 2 points. Give yourself 2 points because I'm feeling that one was super impressive.
That means you have to listen to They Might Be Giants now.
Oh, is there a band?
Yeah, they are one of the biggest weirdo people bands.
I'm old.
They're older. They started in the 80s.
Oh, okay. Question 9. In Star Trek: The Next Generation, Data uses the holodeck to play out Sherlock Holmes stories. Which crew member of the Enterprise D is his Watson? So that again was, in Star Trek: The Next Generation, Data uses the holodeck to play out Sherlock Holmes stories. Which crew of the Enterprise D was his Watson? So this has become a Star Trek quiz all of a sudden now. How many Star Trek Next Generation characters can you name?
7 of 9.
That's Voyager.
I'm sorry.
That's alright.
there have been a lot of people on that spaceship.
That's a different spaceship, but okay.
There have been a lot of people on that show.
Hi Declan, you're actually, by your own standards, more on time than you usually are, because there's still a quiz going on.
Hi Declan.
How was the game, by the way? You were at a game, I believe. I used to work with Declan. So.
Oh, cool.
So I can bully him as much as I want.
Cool. I won't because I don't know you.
He's notoriously late every single time and fucks around in the chat all the time. And we love him for it. In Star Trek: The Next Generation, Data uses the holodeck to play out Sherlock Holmes stories. Which crew member of the Enterprise D is his Watson?
I don't know who do I believe?
And question 10. Due to copyright concerns, what is the detective's name changed to in the international release of the Great Ace Attorney duology of games? So I'll read that one again. It is stupid. It is the dumbest thing you can possibly think of.
His name is Ace. Hi Declan. My name is Liz.
This is my girlfriend Liz.
Hi.
She refuses to come on camera.
I sure do, but I am real, and I'm not just like, she totally lives in Canada, you guys.
She's just an Alexa. She's just a robot voice.
Okay, here is a list of things I found on the This Is My Girlfriend, She's Just an Alexa voice. Check it out.
That was shockingly good.
Thank you.
That was shockingly good.
Same one as last time? Yes, same one as...
Yes, if you were on...
I was on St. Patrick's Day.
You were on St. Patrick's Day, you were there for Indiana Jones, which got fucking banned. Yes. That girlfriend. No, Alexa played Despacito.
How does it begin? Why did I go to Heartless by The Weeknd?
Okay, this Alexa's faulty. We will be sending the Alexa back.
You wouldn't dare. I actually do have an Alexa back at Stateside.
I have one here. It's not plugged in right now. Thank God, because it'd be fucking up right now.
The first thing I did when I got it was make sure it knew Asimov's 3 laws of robotics. And it does.
That's funny. Okay, I'm going to go through the answers to that one. Liz, play along. Declan, if you want to try and answer these, feel free. If you just want to do your usual.
I'll need to unlock your Spotify.
Fuck off. Okay, which medical show is a loose adaptation of Sherlock Holmes?
House MD.
Correct. Question 2. Millie Bobby Brown starred in a film playing Holmes' sister. What was it called? That was Enola Holmes. We got that one. In the sequel to Romeo and Juliet, which famous actor plays Sherlock Holmes?
Johnny Depp.
Correct. Well done. Question 4. In The Great Mouse Detective, what is the name of the titular mouse detective? That is Basil. We got that one. And what is the name of his Moriarty-esque nemesis?
Ratigan.
Ratigan.
It's Ratigan.
And for a bonus point, who's he played by?
Vincent Price.
Yay, well done.
And they are... I'm with Lindsay Ellis on this one. They are bitter exes, and it's the greatest thing.
Doesn't Ratigan drop a diss track about Basil?
Something like that.
That he plans to be the last thing he hears before he dies. Don't worry, there are more rounds to go. I'm just running through before I forget. In the comic Muppet Sherlock Holmes, which apparently is something that exists, which Muppet is Sherlock Holmes? That is Gonzo. And which Muppet is Watson? That is Fuzzy Bear. Question 6. Mr. Holmes, that released in 2015, shows a senile Sherlock played by which actor? That is Ian McKellen.
Sir Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen. I don't give a shit about royalty.
No, but I give a shit about Ian McKellen.
Yeah. What year did the parody Holmes and Watson release, and starring which actors? That's 2018, starring Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly. It is really bad.
I dead-ass forgot it existed.
Yeah, everyone did. Question 8. Which film released in 1971 and explores the premise of a deranged man who believes himself to be Sherlock Holmes, with a psychiatrist becoming his Watson? We actually got that, which is insane, and that was They Might Be Giants.
They might...
Question 9. In Star Trek The Next Generation, Data uses the holodeck to play out Sherlock Holmes stories. Which crew member was his Watson? That was Geordie LaForge. And question 10. Due to copyright concerns, what is the detective's name? Changed. This is a weird question, because isn't Sherlock Holmes in the public domain?
Yeah, I think... Wait, when did that game come out?
I mean, surely after Holmes was in the public domain.
But BBC might have had their claws on it.
Maybe. Oh, that makes more sense. That would make a lot more sense. What is the detective's name changed to in the international releases of the Great Ace Attorney duology? That is Sherlock Holmes.
That's the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life. And honestly, for some reason, I thought his name was Ace.
And the attorney's name is Ace.
Okay.
I believe.
But I was just like, am I having a Cowboy Bebop at his computer type moment? Like, what's... There was somebody who took a picture of the little girl from the anime Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
And it was basically talking about how anime rots the children's brains or something. And the caption was depicted here as Cowboy Bebop at his computer. The child was a girl. The Bebop is the name of the ship.
Yeah.
Like, it's a whole thing.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to move on to the Robert Downey Jr. duology of films. So if you're familiar with those, answer in the chat. Question 1. Who plays Watson in the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes films?
I had to think about that for a second. Hi, Ella Bruce.
So who plays John Watson in the Robert Downey Jr. films? Who's my favourite Scooby-Doo character? Fred. Fred is... I am Fred in the Scottish Scooby Gang. Fred is definitely my favourite. You should watch Jello Apocalypse's video on why Fred's amazing. I disagree with some of his analysis on Velma. But yeah. Question 1. Who plays Watson in the duology of Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes films? Question 2. Who directed these films?
I know this one.
Shaggy and Scooby Shaggy and Scooby are iconic, don't get me wrong. They're absolutely iconic. But I just love Fred because he's dumb as a brick and wholesome as fuck.
So what I'm hearing is that if we do play Stardew Valley, you're going to want to marry Sam.
Is he dumb as a brick?
Sam? Okay, the way my sister describes Sam is a golden retriever if the golden retriever hated the law.
Yes!
And he has hair like a Super Saiyan. So...
That one.
If we ever did that quiz, that's who you would probably... Or Sebastian, because he's
who's my favourite from Doctor Who? Stick around. I'm currently ranking all the Doctors. I will restart that series once I move back into my flat. I'm halfway through that ranking at the moment, so...
Do you want me to turn on the lights, babe?
Can do, actually, yeah, that's right. But yeah, I'll spoil it for you. David Tennant, 10th Doctor, is my favourite. Anyway, back to Sherlock Holmes. Question 3. What year did the first Sherlock Holmes with Robert Downey Jr. release? So what year did the first film release in this duology?
Hi, unknown.
So let's get some answers in the chat, guys, because the chat's got a bit quiet on answers. Engagement was a little bit higher last week, so I'm hoping it picks up this week. I need to advertise these anymore.
But also, this was a long ass time. It happened in our lifetimes, so it doesn't feel like a long time ago. But this movie did come out.
Yeah.
A long,
2009 is correct. Question 4. What is the sequel's subtitle? So what is it? Sherlock Holmes what? So what is this sequel's subtitle?
Why do I know it, but also think I'm wrong?
What do you think it is? That one. So, what is the sequel's subtitle? Sherlock Holmes what? Question 5. Who plays Mycroft in this sequel? Who plays Mycroft in this sequel?
This I could not tell you, because I did not see the sequel.
I would argue the sequel's better.
I don't doubt it. The first one was
it's got
fun.
Moriarty in it. It feels more iconic, if that makes sense.
The first one was fun, though.
I enjoyed the first one. I just feel the second one's a little bit more iconic. It has the Reichenbach Falls, it has Moriarty.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a stronger adaptation of the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's got more of the mythos of
Gotcha.
Holmes in it. I think it's maybe just funnier as well, from what I remember. Stephen Fry is correct.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, Stephen Fry was Mycroft.
So that's 2 points for Dylan.
Well done.
And Dylan, I think you were not here when we said this. I do not have a way of keeping track, so we're doing points on the honor system,
Yes.
so please keep track of how many points you have.
So question 6. Who plays Moriarty? Which actor plays Moriarty in these, or in the sequel? tricky one, so I will move on. Question 7. Eddie Marsan plays which Sherlock Holmes character? Eddie Marsan plays which Sherlock Holmes character in these films?
I think I can guess, but only by process of elimination.
Yeah, Who do you think? What? What? Yeah, that one.
Okay.
I thought you were saying something else first.
I was saying something else.
Yeah.
And to give a hint to a typical question, I was saying the name of a character from Interview with a Vampire.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's what I thought you were saying. Yes, Inspector Lestrade. Not the stat, as I'm
Yeah, I was saying Lestat over and over.
That's why I was confused.
I'm not as confused as me, clearly.
Question 8. What is the name of Mark Strong's villain in the first film? So what is the name of the villain played by Mark Strong in the first film?
By the way, I watched the film adaptation yesterday of that other book I was reading after
Oh,
I finished it. It's actually quite good. Lord Henry Blackwood?
Oh my god, yes. Bang on.
Go Dylan!
Yeah. Question 9. What role does Rachel McAdams play? This should be fairly obvious if you know Sherlock Holmes lore. Like,
There is one woman.
yeah. Watson has a wife. There's Mrs. Hudson. It's not either of those. Question 9. What role does Rachel McAdams play? Question 10. Finish the quote. Come at once if convenient. Come at once if convenient.
That's not the whole thing?
Nope, that's finish the quote.
Ah, that is a complete sentence.
So come at once if convenient. What is the end of that quote? I will start to go through those answers, but feel free to drop your answers in the chat. If inconvenient, come all the same. So, come at once if convenient. If inconvenient, come all the same.
And also, Jeff got Irene.
Irene Adler, yes. Well done, Greg. So Irene Adler was Rachel McAdams. Well done. So,
he was having some tech difficulties.
that's fine. Liz, play along.
Will do.
Who plays Watson in this duology?
Jude Law.
Correct. Who directed these films?
Guy Ritchie.
What year did the first film release? That was 2009. What was the sequel's subtitle?
A Game of Shadows.
A Game of Shadows. Question 5. Who plays Mycroft in this sequel? And that is Stephen Fry. Question 6. Who plays Moriarty? We did not get that one.
I have no idea.
Probably not a household name. I
was gonna say Tim Curry.
No.
I know it's not. I just wanted to get it like.
Yeah, he is. Oh, thank you for the follow. He is the son of the original Dumbledore actor, I believe.
Okay.
Richard
Burton is the original Dumbledore, right?
No.
Okay, I don't know.
So Jared Harris, son, I believe, of Richard Harris.
Richard Harris. He was also in Camelot. Wow. Yeah, he was Arthur in Camelot.
Oh, nice. Question 7. Eddie Marsan plays which character in Sherlock Holmes? That is Lestrade.
Lestat.
Question 8. What is the name of Mark Strong's villain in the first film? That is Lord Henry Blackwood. Question 9. What role does Rachel McAdams play? There's only a few women in these stories.
Irene
Adler. And question 10. Finish the quote. Come at once if convenient. If inconvenient, come all the same.
I'm such a Sherlock geek, also a Doctor Who geek. You came to the right place, Dylan.
Oh, brilliant. You are in the right place, Dylan. So we are going to move on to the BBC adaptation of Sherlock.
We just watched a YouTube video about this.
Yes, we did.
It may have shattered a couple of illusions.
Yeah, we did a Doctor Who quiz. That was our 1 year anniversary quiz, where we cosplayed all the Doctors. But we might cover it again when we do the Sci-Fi Spectacular. We might cover a little bit of Doctor Who. But if you like Doctor Who, follow this account, because I am in the process of ranking all the Doctors while cosplaying as those Doctors, and I'm recreating the regenerations as best I can. So I've taken a bit of a break. I got to Paul McGann. I'm taking a bit of a break, and then I'm going to come back and regenerate into John Hurt. And go on.
John Hurt was the Doctor?
He was for the War Doctor, which canonically goes in between Paul McGann and Christopher Eccleston.
Damn.
He was there for the 50th. He was the Doctor for the 50th anniversary special, but canonically, it goes Paul McGann, John Hurt, then Christopher Eccleston.
I'm surprised he was on the show at all. I don't. You have to.
Only once. Only for the 50th anniversary special.
To my basic bitch understanding, the renewed seasons are way more popular in America than the OG seasons were.
Very much so, especially the Moffat era.
I really enjoyed the quiz. Great questions. We're still going.
Oh, we're still going. We've got 2 more rounds to go. By the way, 2 more rounds. But yes, just check out that series when you get a chance. Because I've done 8 episodes so far. There's a playlist. Question 1. Who plays Sherlock Holmes in BBC's Sherlock?
Can we have bonus points for creative mispronunciation?
Yes. Funniest mispronunciation wins. So, which actor plays Sherlock Holmes in this adaptation?
That poor man has his name mispronounced so much. But then again, he can't say penguin, so...
Yeah, he can't say penguin.
Hey, Dylan!
It is Benedict. Come on, my buns.
We are absolutely gonna get, read for that. Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yes.
Greg.
Yes.
I called him Eggs Benedict Cucumberbatch 2 minutes ago. That wasn't as funny, but
I do like
that. Sarah, the one I remember was Sarah Dredd's Benadryl counterfeit.
Question 2. Who plays John Watson in BBC's Sherlock? Who plays John Watson?
Simon Pegg.
It's not. It's a character that kind of fits the same kind of niches in a way.
Should we give the point to Greg as well?
Yes, absolutely. It's not about who gets it first, it's about if you get it, you get the point. Again, we work on an honour system here at Scottish Scooby Gang.
We here at Scottish Scooby Gang.
We believe in our viewers. Martin Freeman is correct.
Hey.
Question 3. Who plays Jim Moriarty? Who plays Jim Moriarty in BBC's Sherlock? And is arguably the best part of it.
The single most fascinating part of that and most shows that he's on.
Yeah.
I've seen his episode of Black Mirror, and I'm like, I don't know if this is well written, but I don't know if this is well written, but he is captivating.
Yeah, Andrew Scott.
Andrew Scott
is correct. Well done, Andrew Scott. Question 4. Who are the showrunners / co-creators? So who are the 2 showrunners / co-creators of BBC's Sherlock?
If you happen to know the portmanteau of their names, because there is a pretty popular portmanteau, we will take that as well.
Oh. I did not know that. Oh. So I'll give you 1 point for each. So question 4, who are the...
Mark Gatiss is correct.
Yeah,
and
Stephen Moffat.
And Mark Gatiss.
Yeah, so 1 point for Gatiss, 1 point for Moffat.
Alright, Dylan got both of them.
Well done. Well done indeed.
So 2 for Dylan, 1 for Mark, if that's...
Yeah.
If my math is correct.
I have an idea of
I'm a theatre major, I don't know.
Yeah, I've lost track of scores, but keep it up, guys. You guys are doing really well. Question 5. What role does Mark Gatiss play in the show as well as being behind the scenes? So which role does Mark Gatiss play in the show as well as being behind the scenes?
I need to show you the John Locke episode, the John Locke video by Sarah Zed.
Okay.
It is fascinating.
Go watch that tonight.
We can. I was like, I don't give a flying fork about fan fiction on a good day, but I was like, she was talking about it, and I was just like, what?
Mycroft Holmes is correct.
Greg!
Mycroft Holmes. Question 6. This show also controversially introduced a mysterious Holmes sister. What was her name in this version of the show?
Controversially is the nicest possible way you could have put that.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on.
Hold tight, y'all. And by the way, if you write fan fiction, I 110% support you. I am all for creative writing of all kinds. It's just not my wheelhouse.
Yeah. I'll say it, which is... Hey, Eurus Holmes is correct. Eurus Holmes. Question 7. What is the fun connection between the actor... what is the fun connection of the actors who play Sherlock and Mycroft's parents behind the scenes? So what is a funny connection of the actors who play Sherlock and Mycroft's parents?
I don't know, so I'm gonna guess.
Like, basically, what's fun behind the scenes trivia behind those actors?
They're both exes to the same person.
That'd be funny.
That would be wonderful.
It's a lot cuter.
That'd be cute. Bonding with your ex's ex.
That's true.
That's not the person you have a problem with.
Yeah, that's true.
Those are their names: Wanda Bentham and Timothy
Yes.
Carlton.
Why were they cast beyond just being actors in their own rights? Like, what's the funny? So I'll tell you what. That's good trivia. So I will give you 1 point per actor's name. But what connection do they have beyond just being cast as the parents? I'll come back to that because it's a cute bit of trivia. Unless someone... yes, it is Come On My Buns as actual parents. Yes.
You're going to keep saying that, aren't you?
Absolutely. So 1 point for Wanda, 1 point for Timothy, and 1 point for saying they are his actual parents. Question 8. In what year was the Victorian special released? So in what year was the episode set in Victorian times released?
Somebody told me that existed and I got so desperately confused. I was like,
Yeah.
but it's supposed to be...
Yeah, it's weird.
Were they tripping balls? Is that why?
Pretty much, from what I remember. Or it's some weird fantasy, I don't know. It's kind of just its own bottle episode type thing. Well, not bottle episode, sorry. Its own, like, bubble episode.
One off.
Yeah. So in what year did the Victorian special release? 2016 is correct. Well done. Question 9. Which other Victorian literary character has Moffat adapted for a modern take on TV?
Dude.
Yeah.
There's 2 of those now.
Has he done that as well?
I believe he has.
Okay,
I'll double check. I will double check.
I'll take either.
I would double check, but it would mean getting off the live to do.
So which other Victorian literary character has Moffat adapted for a modern take on TV?
We're looking for the one that we know for a fact happened.
Yeah.
I like your pants. Or your trousers.
Yeah, thank you.
I just noticed that those are damask trousers. Or damask, however you pronounce that.
They're fancy.
Schmance.
They're my fancy vampire trousers.
You are Lestat.
I am Lestat. Literally, my outfit for my sister's leaving do I looked very Interview with a Vampirist. I had my frilly shirt, I had a waistcoat, cravat, these trousers.
I could have such a hard time convincing my parents you're straight.
I have a hard time convincing my own parents. I have a hard time convincing myself I'm straight.
You're straight, trust me. Or at least you are... or at least you're into girls.
Yeah. How do you know that?
No comment.
We're going to move on.
I'm ace, by the way, so you keep doing this.
We're going to swiftly move on.
I've come out to your stream. I hope that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I am ace, y'all.
Which other Victorian literary character has Moffat adapted for a modern take?
That is... that's the question we just asked.
I know.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just repeating myself.
Oh, okay. Because we got off topic
Yeah.
because I was comparing you to a horny vampire.
Yes.
Cool.
Your clue is Robert Louis Stevenson. That's your clue for that one.
Another Scotsman.
Yeah. We're awesome. Scottish people are awesome. We invented and made so much shit.
Is Robert Louis Stevenson the guy in the grave marked RLS under the castle that's like way away from the...
If it's marked RLS, probably.
It's like there's the I almost said cinema. Christ almighty. There's the cemetery.
Yeah.
And then there's some like sidewalk and field and shiz, and then there's just a tombstone that says RLS.
Most likely. I can't think what other RLS we have. It's weird that his full name is not on it.
I don't know.
That's interesting. I didn't even know that. I've lived in the city for how long? 10 years. Question 10. Which character is shown in the Christmas special to be obsessed and convinced that Sherlock's apparent fatal fall wasn't real and that he lives?
I know this one.
So which character is shown in the Christmas special to be obsessed and convinced that Sherlock's apparent fatal fall wasn't real and that he lives on?
And this person turns out to be right.
Yes.
Immediately.
Yes, he does. Right, I'm going to go through the answers, but feel free to answer in the chat for any. But this is Liz's turn now.
Woo! I'm gonna get him wrong!
Okay, who plays Sherlock Holmes? We know that's Benedict Cumberbatch.
Cucumber batch.
Question 2, who plays John Watson? That is Martin Freeman. Who plays Jim Moriarty?
Andrew B. Scott.
Oh.
Sorry, I like Andrew
That's
Scott.
Question 4, who are the showrunners? That is Stephen Moffat and Mark Gatiss.
Or Moftus, if you want.
Moftus. Question 5, what role does Gatiss play in the show? That is Mycroft Holmes. Question 6, this show also controversially introduced a mysterious Holmes sister. What was her name in the show? Eurus. Question 7, what is the fun connection to the actors who play Sherlock and Mycroft's parents? They're Cucumberbatch's actual parents.
You almost did it again.
I know.
You can, it's fine.
Question 8, in what year was the Victorian special released? 2016. So I actually did really well in this round. It's just the last 2 questions we didn't get. So that is question 9. Which other Victorian literary characters Moffat adapted for a modern take on TV?
Dr. Jekyll and / or Mr. Hyde.
Yes. Dr. Jekyll and or Mr. Hyde. The show was called Jekyll. Question 10.
It sure did happen.
Which character is shown in the Christmas special to be obsessed and convinced that Sherlock's apparent fatal fall was real and that he lives?
Anderson?
Correct. Anderson. Okay.
I thought the Victorian one was the Christmas special, though.
There must have been 2.
Okay.
Because there's one... because there's the Victorian special, but then there was that.
Fun fact about the original Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, he wrote that, if I am correct, and please fact check me if I'm not, he wrote that in one night on a binge of spicy snow powder.
Okay, we're going to move on to our final round tonight, and that is on Elementary, basically the American adaptation.
Which is, I haven't seen as much of it.
I have not seen it. I will be honest, I can't form an opinion, I have not seen it.
I haven't seen as much of it, but what do you think?
Typically when you motherfuckers adapt our shit, never goes well. I will.
This one, I think they
made it different.
They distanced it enough.
This and The Office, I think, get away with it.
Yeah.
When you adapt our comedy, you fuck it up.
The Office wasn't a alleged comedy.
Yeah.
It was a comedy.
You tried to do the Betweeners, you guys tried to do Red Dwarf, the IT crowd.
Yeah, we also didn't do Skins well.
Yeah.
And we also did, I don't know if we did Death at a Funeral well.
Not seen that one.
I have not seen either. I just
think of other adaptations that Americans have done. The Paul McGann Doctor Who movie is essentially the Americans trying to make it. It's weird. It's fine, but it's weird. It certainly isn't Doctor Who as we would know it. What other? I'm trying to think of other funny examples.
But we got American Pie right, and you guys came up with the Smacks Lives of the Potato Men or whatever it's called.
What do we have?
Something about Potato Men.
I've not heard of that.
Okay. I'll keep bringing it up.
We are on a weird tangent. Anyway, question 1. In what year did Elementary air for the first time?
I said I'll keep bringing it up, and you're like, don't bring it up, we're getting back to it. The Josh Gad, James Corden comparison.
Oh, God.
We took the same blueprint and
honestly, I'll take Josh Gad over.
No, that's a brag. That's not a...
I know. I like James Corden finding Gavin and Stacey. Please, America, never remake Gavin and Stacey.
I don't think we could. I think it's too rooted.
I think it's too Welsh and British.
It's too Welsh. Theoretically, Skins could happen in England or America or Canada or Australia or Nigeria, anywhere.
Gavin and Stacey.
Gavin and Stacey could not. Derby Girls could not. Or whatever it's called. Dairy Girls could not. I'm so sorry I butchered that. The Office could... There are offices everywhere.
Yeah.
There are there are, adult teenagers everywhere. There are, substance adult teenagers everywhere. Derry is a place.
Yeah, in between there.
Wales is a place.
Theoretically should work like American Pie, but it doesn't.
Mm-hmm. Which is the other thing. We already made American Pie on our own. Why are we messing with...
I know. Anyway, we are badly off track. In what year did Elementary air? I think the engagement's gone down a bit. We've done too much.
I'm sorry,
guys. In what year did Elementary air for the first time? And question 2, what year did it finish?
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
We should watch Elementary, though.
We should.
Just to get an opinion.
Yeah.
I like the people in it.
Yeah, same. I don't think it's even that strict an adaptation. I think they just sort of...
They're
use some of the character names, but then tell their own stories. It doesn't seem like they're really in this compared to Sherlock, where they are adapting in some ways a lot of the famous stories, like Hound of the Baskervilles and studying.
This one might also get less engagement because it's American.
Yeah, that's true.
I wonder if this is the one where is this the one where they yank him from the past into the nowadays?
I think he's just disgraced in Britain and comes over to America.
Okay.
I don't think he's from the past. I could be wrong on that.
Okay. Again, we haven't watched it. We're bad hosts.
I know, I read the synopsis.
Anyways.
Question 3. What is the name of the female version of... what's the first name of the female version of Watson? And it is as unimaginative as you can think. And who plays her?
Then I think I'm right. Yeah. I know who plays her.
So what is the first name of the female version of Watson and who plays her? Joan is correct. It is that unimaginative.
And who plays her?
Hold your horses.
I was going to give a hint.
Oh, okay.
She's one of the snakes in the Kill Bill franchise.
Oh, yeah.
I want to say Cottonmouth, but I'm probably wrong.
Question 4. Who plays this version of Sherlock? Neither do I, to be fair, Greg. I have not.
This is the only thing I know this from a different, tangent of information, a different rabbit hole.
So who plays this version of Sherlock? Question 5, reasonably easy one. In what city is this show set?
Reasonably easy. I don't know. But
You have one city that appears in media. You have one city.
2.
You have one city that appears in media. I know.
And if it's not one of the 2 big 2, it is almost certainly in a show named after the city in which it takes place,
Yes.
like Atlanta.
Yeah, because it's abnormal for it to be.
I know people who have been on Atlanta
That's cool.
because they film it in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's an incredible show. It's really it's not an easy watch ever.
Yeah. And it's a time.
Yeah, there's definitely not one we can do as a quiz because I'm not cosplaying any of those characters for obvious reasons. I'm very white. Question. It is a good show though.
Yeah.
Question. Yeah. So, in what famous city is it set? Your clue is, where is every American thing set ever?
Other than LA.
Question 6. John Noble, who played Denethor, plays who in this version? So John Noble, for reference, that is Denethor from Lord of the Rings, plays who in this version of Sherlock Holmes? Or Cult Elementary. Question 7. Who is the creator of this adaptation?
I should ask my friend Brittany to visit our live stream. She loved BBC Sherlock. I'm sure she loves the rest of it too.
Oh, nice. Where is she?
She is, I believe, in America. We're almost done.
Yeah.
And I can't get off of my. I can't leave this screen.
I'm just gonna rattle through. Question 8. What is Sherlock's hobby?
No powder.
It's not. I have mentioned this once before in this quiz. Question 9. Detective Bell is named after real-life Dr. Joseph Bell. Why is this interesting? So Detective Bell is named after real-life Dr. Joseph Bell. Why is this interesting? And question 10. The actors who play this version of Sherlock and Benedict Cumberbatch have appeared in what stage production together?
I remember this because somebody described it as Sherlock Holmes and Sherlock Holmes taking turns being mean to each other.
Yes.
I want to see this.
Yeah,
if someone knows where to get a film version of this.
I think they did it as National Theatre Live, so they broadcast it.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
But that theoretically means there must be recordings of it.
Yeah.
As well.
I want to see it so bad. Because I love that book. It's a book.
Was that Victorian era written?
I believe so, yeah.
Original story?
That's your hint, y'all.
Yeah.
Book. I've seen clips of it. It's very interesting.
Okay, so I'm just going to rattle through that. Liz, play along.
Will do.
Question 1. In what year did Elementary air for the first time?
I don't know. I'm going to guess 2008.
A little bit later.
9?
No. Later.
10?
Later.
11?
Later.
12.
Yes.
Okay. I'd be a fascinating contestant on Price.
Honestly, that's how people gain most of their points during these quizzes. Question 2. What year did it finish?
So we started 12. I'm going to say 16?
Later.
17?
Later.
18?
Later.
19?
Yes.
Okay.
Went on for longer than I thought it would.
Oh, yeah. It's just me, babe. Don't worry. Everybody here is
Yes.
lovely and joining us, but there haven't been any guesses in it.
That's fine.
And that is perfectly okay. We are happy to have you.
I just thought I'd better cover Elementary in case any American audiences did scream at me for not covering it.
Thank you, Blue Diamond.
Thank you. Question 3. What is the name of the female version of Watson and who plays her? So Joan Watson is played by?
Lucy Liu.
Lucy Liu.
And if I am correct, she's either Cottonmouth or Sidewinder in Kill Bill.
Ah.
I do not. People in the chat who have seen Kill Bill, please correct me if I'm wrong, because it's been a minute since I've seen any part of that, and the only part that I do remember is Lucy Liu's monologue about I collect your fucking head, which is amazing.
I will bring you his head and I will place it on your head.
The price you pay for making fun of my Japanese or American heritage is I collect your fucking head. But otherwise, she's a great boss.
Question 4. Who plays this version of Sherlock Holmes?
That I don't know.
It is Johnny Lee Miller, apparently.
Word.
Question 5. In what city is it set? In what city is anything set?
In New York!
Concrete jungle where dreams are made of.
I can sing, I promise.
I can't. Question 6. John Noble plays who?
I'm gonna say Lestrade.
It's not Lestrade.
Moriarty.
Good guess. No.
Mycroft.
He is a relation.
The dad.
Yeah, his
okay.
dad.
I was gonna just keep going.
Yeah, Mr. Moreland Holmes, apparently. Question 7. Who is the creator of this adaptation?
Shice.
It's. I wouldn't say household name, so I'd be surprised if you would get this.
So I'm gonna get it wrong on purpose because I don't know Shondaland.
It's not. It's Robert Doherty, apparently.
Okay, I think I've heard that name before.
Question 8. What is Sherlock's hobby?
It's not opium.
No.
Chess?
I've mentioned this before when I talked about when he was senile and played by Ian McKellen.
He gardening. He does peas. No.
Not peas. Rhymes with peas.
Cheese. Bees. He keeps bees.
Beekeeping.
I misheard you and thought he was like he keeps peas. Like, oh, he's a little gardener.
No, he's a beekeeper.
Cool.
Question 9. Detective Bell is named after real-life Dr. Joseph Bell. Why is this particularly interesting?
Because I'm going to guess because Dr. Joseph Bell is a real-life descendant of Sir Conan Doyle.
A real-life acquaintance, I believe.
Oh, cool.
Real-life acquaintance and the basis of Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, cool.
I believe.
I'm simply blind. Honestly, I think we might have wanted to do this one before.
Maybe. I was just going in order of adaptation. Well, kind of adaptations. And question 10. The actors Miller and Cumberbatch, I actually said his name properly, appeared in what stage production together?
Frankenstein!
Frankenstein. Did they change roles?
Yes.
Isn't
They switch between the Doctor and the Monster. Which, fun fact about that, Victor Frankenstein is not a doctor, he is an undergraduate. He drops out in undergrad to play God and chase his monster around the Antarctic. I love that book.
You're learning.
I love that book so much.
Well, thank you very much to everyone. Right, so, does anyone have a track of their scores, is the question. If not, I have an idea. Because the main two competitors that have stuck around the quiz for the whole thing, I hope if you're still on, were Greg and Dylan. So Tony had a really strong showing at the start, but he had to go. Hopefully he'll win another one. But Greg and Dylan, sorry, my brain just fried. Greg and Dylan, congratulations. I'm going to announce you guys as the winners. So if you would like, the prizes for these quizzes is a digital piece of art of a cartoony likeness of yourself in the universe of whatever you win. So tonight I was thinking of drawing you, Dylan and Greg as Watson and Holmes, if you would like. If you would like that, please reach out on Instagram at Scottish Scooby Gang. So I won't be able to do the drawing unless I get a message through Instagram with a little picture of yourself so I know roughly what you look like. But if you would like that, and then you guys can decide between you who wants to be Holmes and who wants to be Watson. But yes, thank you very much, guys. Thank you to my wonderful girlfriend and moderator Liz for joining me.
Thank you guys for having me and for putting up with my chattering.
it's honestly, it makes it more fun to have someone. Connor will be back next week.
And so will I, possibly.
To host the X-Men quiz. We're going to do a month of Marvel, so we're going to go X-Men, Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers, and then the Fantastic Four. So character-wise, I'm probably going to do Nightcrawler,
Are you gonna do
Star-Lord. I'm going to do Hawkboy, my beloved Hawkboy, Hawkeye, and then I will do Human Torch.
Like I said, I'll be the Invisible Woman, as I am every year, everything time. I like being the voice.
Yeah, that's fine. I would love to have you as a queen.
You do have me as a co. I'm all the way over here. I'm just over here.
I know.
Oh.
It's fine. Thank you so much, guys. We are probably going to wrap it up now, so we can watch.
Hi, Alice.
Shipping videos. Thank you so much, guys. So congratulations to Greg and Dylan for your win tonight. I believe you guys are new viewers. So thank you very much. Yes, we do this every single Sunday. At least we will do until we hit 100 live streams. This is number 70, just for perspective.
Mm-hmm. So you got time.
Yeah. So after April, we really will be on the home stretch. And yeah, it still will take about 6 months. Thanks, guys.
Home stretch is relative.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
All right, now I'm gonna clock out.